Hey everybody, this is Kenny Cummings here of Chilling with Kenny C right here on tmvcafe.com, bringing you entertainment to your ears. Thank you all for tuning in, continuing the series of interviews that I've been working on. And joining me at this time is a Florida-born gal,
Mhm.
resides in Nashville. And since relocating to the Music City, she's toured across the U.S., opened for some of country music biggest stars. That includes Thomas Rhett, Kit Moore, Brandy Clark, Walker Hayes, Pam Titz, Otillis, excuse me, Brothers Osborne, Randy Hauser, and so much more. Also, her latest single is called Dabba Dolly, and that song includes Kirstie Huff. That song is available on all streaming platforms right now. I'm joined with Miss Kirstie Kraus. She's with me right now. How's it
Hey,
going?
it's going so good. So good. I just got back into town last night, and so today's my first day back in Nashville after a weekend run with our mutual friend Crystal King. So I brought her up to where I was raised in Wisconsin and just with some really good people. So we just had like a crazy time playing some just shows for some people who just were so excited and appreciated it, and they're just good people. So it was a good weekend.
That is great to hear. Anytime you
Yeah.
can spend the weekend with with your friends and family like that, um, especially you being a touring musician that you are, uh, that has to be amazing. Spending time with family and friends
Oh
and
yeah.
loved ones. So speaking of Crystal King, I'll start off with that. Now y'all two know each other for quite some time. Y'all have done shows in numerous states and numerous venues, things like that. How did you met up with Crystal? What led to this wonderful friendship that y'all have?
Yeah. We moved to Nashville like at the same time. So I met her when she was singing her first single out called Double Wide, and I remember just loving it. And she's from North Carolina, so I was like, "What is this thing? This redneck girl? I love it." And we're just so like opposite. It complements each other. So when we get on the road, it's super fun to like banter back and forth. There's definitely a lot of laughing that happens, and we've done a good share of writing on the road together, like just in the car when we're on a walk or whatever we're doing on tour. So it's been fun to like be there for shows and also write together as well.
That's awesome. Obviously, when you're in the music industry, you got to be careful who you roll with because
Yeah,
people have different agendas, things like that. As it pertains to Crystal, from my experience knowing her throughout the years, she's definitely one of the most genuine people that I've ever known. Genuine people, not just
I love
musicians,
that.
people. She's all smiles, all love, good energy every time that you run into her. Um, and she gonna put on the show for you. She gonna give you the laughs. She gonna tell you the stories. She got all types of songs, like just how versatile she is and how open and forthcoming she is. She's quite entertaining too.
I love it. I agree with
So
everything that you said. So it's wonderful to hear you say that. I love that.
so and of course I've heard of you through her actually a year or two ago because I'll be on the Instagram, I'll be on Facebook, I see the post she put out, and then she like, you gotta check out my friend Kirstie. So I said, you know what? I'm a fair-minded individual. I'll give Miss Krause a listen. And I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, I see why she likes her because I like her
Oh,
too. She's so good.
I love
Uh,
it.
so Dabba Dolly, we got to talk about this one. You and Kirstie Huff did a collaboration for this particular song. Now, if for all the country music savants out there, like Dolly, you know the name. You know the name. Dolly, the GOAT. Okay, you can call
The
her the
goat,
queen.
yes.
You can call her the queen. You can call her the GOAT.
Hmm.
Either of the two. She is personified in country music. And she's, you talk about beloved, university recognized,
Hmm.
and she's still going after all these years. I think she was at last year Thanksgiving at the Cowboys halftime show.
Yeah, I watched that.
Um, yeah, she still got it.
Still doing it in
Yeah,
heels. In
yeah,
heels.
yeah. So I mean, that's incredible. So talk about this first off, collaboration with Kirstie. And
Yes.
what led y'all to name this song Dab or Dolly? How did that came to be?
Yeah, so I was actually doing the same thing. I brought Christy Huff, originally from Arizona, LA, and now living in Nashville. She just got married this last weekend. I couldn't be there because I was on tour, but like congratulations to her. Um, she's wonderful as well, has such a dynamite voice and personality. And we were just doing a test run. We wanted to see what it would be like to go on the road together. I'm all about collaborating. I love collaborating. So I brought her up to Wisconsin. We did some shows. We did 3 shows that weekend, and I had a write scheduled the morning before we were supposed to drive out to go back to Nashville, which is like a 9.5 hour drive. And I am crazy, and I just scheduled a write that morning. And I was on stage with her 2 days before that, and I started saying this saying, Dabba Dolly, after I would perform a Dolly Parton song. I would be like, well, there's a Dabba Dolly for you. And that just became like the thing I said, like a little dollop of daisy, but instead, like, there's a Dabba Dolly for you. And Chrissy turned to me on stage and she was like, wait a second, we should write that song. Like write that down right now. So it was really her that like was like, time out, write that down. We are writing that song. And she showed it to her mentor, and used to be the head of Spotify, and he just really rallied behind it. He was really excited about the song, like just as much as we were. And so we were like, okay, like let's move forward with this and put this song out. And so now to date, it has over 20,000 views on YouTube for our music video, which is very pink. And it's almost at 20,000 views on Facebook. So it's just, it really feels like people are celebrating the Queen of Country with us. And I feel really proud of how it turned out because I definitely wanted to get the essence of Dolly's, working 9 to 5 and Two Doors Down essence of those songs into the production. And I feel like we did it.
So that song, I played it a couple times in my spare time, and this definitely feels like an anthem.
Good.
It feels like an anthem. Um, like we know artists. They have idols. They got people that they look up to, and every now and then, some like to do like a tribute song of sorts, dedicated to their favorite artists or bands or groups. Do you feel like this is like a tribute to Dolly? Like put your own spin on a Dolly tune, or like for how would you describe Dab or Dolly? That definitely feels like a tribute type song to me.
Yeah, I would say like a tribute song. I really, whenever I was emailing it out to other brands to asking for support, I would just say this is a celebration song of our Queen of Country, Dolly Parton. Like it really is a song to just celebrate Dolly and how she lifts us up. And I just hope that the song lifts people up when they hear it, and it has the essence of her super positivity and just her fun, when she does write those fun upbeat positive songs. I hope it has the essence of that. I really was just trying to mirror some of the stuff that she puts out, so I think that is the ultimate form of admiration.
Quite the admiration indeed. Uh, so you mentioned a music video. There's a music video for Dapper Dolly, and you mentioned it
Yes.
is very
Very pink.
pinkish. Uh,
Mhm.
so what was the experience like shooting the music video for the song?
Oh, it was so much fun. A lot of people were asking me about that house because it literally was like incredibly pink. And I was like, honestly, that was the set. Like we showed up and it was already set up like that. That's how the house is. We were so lucky to find a place in East Nashville that we could rent for a couple hours to go in and shoot the music video. And so it had, this kind of like super pink background, like that's it was like a heart cloth thing. I mean, it was so wonderfully over the top. And we did like a tea party with our friends at the end where I had my great grandma's teapot in it to honor her. And everything just came together so well. And shout out to Nashville Trendy and Tipsy, the clothing store, which allowed us to get outfits that matched and all these fun outfits. So it really pulled together. I was really happy with it. We had so much fun.
So I noticed something on what you pointed out in your phone. I saw a Dabba Dolly shirt.
Oh, yes. We have
So
t-shirts now. They are in pink and in black. And so I just posted this today, like an hour or so ago, letting people know that they have t-shirts. I've been bringing them to shows, but they are now available online. So I was just like really excited to share that because people have been like eating them up. I love it.
hey, you gotta give the people what they want. You know, people have been clamoring for the merch.
And
So,
the picture is that's Kirstie and then that's me. So it's like the two of us.
mm,
It's like
so,
a picture of our silhouettes.
so they're gonna be selling like hotcakes. So you may wanna get on board with that. Go buy your shirt. It's on her Instagram post there, and on IG story as well. So it gives you all the info on that. Now you, I'm looking at your list of shows here, and you girl, you go. Well, I already knew you was a traveler to begin with, uh, but wow, you August the 10th, you're gonna be in Nashville, you're gonna be in Pensacola, you're gonna be in Mississippi, you're gonna be in Pigeon Forge, you're gonna be in numerous places,
Oh yeah, I'm gonna
and
be at Dollywood in October. That's a
oh,
new one that I haven't like officially announced it. It's just on the schedule, but I haven't like announced it as a flyer. But they are having me for a weekend out at Dollywood.
oh, and I see September the 1st in particular,
Uh-huh.
you're going to be in my state
Yes, I
that day.
am.
You're gonna be in
Mhm.
Kentucky,
In
out the
Paris town. I
all
can't
right.
pronounce Louisville.
Well, they I live in they call it Louisville.
Louisville.
I've been wanting to jokingly call it Louisville because of the S for
Yeah,
some apparent reason that is silent.
right.
But I'm not gonna argue with my Louisville friends in that regard. So they refer to as they pronounce it as Louisville.
Yeah.
So, but I was out in Lexington, which is an hour
Okay.
and a half drive. So I do go to Louisville from time to time because I got friends there and music and wrestling. If I don't have any plans on that day, or at least the early
Yeah.
portion of the day, I might have to make a trip to
Yeah,
the
there
real.
it's back to back. So I think I'm playing on that Sunday and Crystal's playing on that Saturday. So we're both a part of the festival
Oh,
for that weekend and it's that's the weekend of Labor Day weekend. So that's like right
oh,
around the
okay,
corner. Oh my gosh.
okay,
Where did
yeah.
summer go?
So I'm all for the summer weather lingering for as long as it can. But I'm more, people like the cold weather. Like I can deal with fall. I hate winter.
Yeah,
I hate winter with a
I'm with
passion.
you. Yeah.
I hate. It's not the rain. It's not even the ounce, the little snow. It's the icy roads that kills me. You know,
Yeah.
I can't. And I travel a lot more. I go to music shows, wrestling, comedy. Like I'm a nightlife junkie, I guess you could say.
Yes.
But I do support like local, independent, music and things of that nature. So September 1st, it's penciled at
Okay.
least. It's
Awesome.
penciled.
Yeah.
So
I'm with you. I moved out of Wisconsin. When I moved to, Tennessee, I was like, screw winters. I don't want winters anymore. But the ice gets really bad here sometimes.
yeah, I got a lot of friends in Nashville. They say the same thing.
Yeah.
And Tennessee, Kentucky, next to each other. So we equally get some bad snow,
Hmm.
bad when inclement weather here. So sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah,
So
that will be a fun show.
oh yeah, September 1st, Labor Day weekend. So check her out. She gonna be in she gonna be in warm places, she gonna be in cold places, but she gonna still give you the good times. Um, so with that being said, you got any like upcoming like new music in the works, or you just focusing on getting more momentum for Dabba? Like what's next for you with the summer season winding down?
Yeah, I'm getting ready for a lot of these festivals coming up with the Parrot Head and Parrot Head Nation communities. That are Jimmy Buffett fans, Kenny Chesney, like all those people. I'm what you call a trap rocker, so I have a lot of songs like "Beaches Be Crazy" that came out. So I am coming out with a song that is called Largo, short for Key Largo, and it is a story song about a couple that met on spring break, and then 20 years later they're married and they decide to go back to Largo to get the spark back, and then they're like, to hell with Chicago, we're living in Largo, and they just stay because they love Key Largo so much. So it's really a fun song. I'm very proud of it, and that's the next thing that I'm working on. At the end of August, I'll be starting to get another guitar layer on there and then be mixing. I'm very like hands-on when it comes to that. So just gearing up to make sure I get the song exactly how I want it.
Oh yeah, that's understandable. You know, making sure song where it needs to be and making sure that like it sounds good,
Oh yeah.
you know. Like man, it takes a lot, man. People don't understand these songs, especially for independent artists with no label. These are independent artists. They travel.
Mhm.
It's all out of their pocket, like literally. Like they it's incredible how y'all able to pull this off.
Yeah, we have small
Um,
teams, very
yeah.
small teams, but we just have to work very efficiently. I I've been full time with music for over 8.5 years. And even before I moved to Nashville, I was full time for a year and a half up in the Midwest region. And I I will never look back. I mean, the job is hard, like, but I definitely feel called that this is what I'm supposed to do. And so we just do what we can. We just do what we can.
Do what you can. It definitely helps to have that team. It's definitely helpful to get that support too.
Yes.
Um, so Dabba Dolly from Kirstie Kraus and Kirstie Huff. Congratulate the married Kirstie Huff.
Yeah.
Congratulations to her. The song is out right now. They got merch. They got the shirts. Um, which is just posted just today. So if
Yes.
everybody wants to spread the movement, It's more than just a song at this point. It's a movement, and who knows, and if you know somebody that knows Dolly, um, the goat, spread the word to her too. Uh, I'm pretty sure she would appreciate that too.
Oh, that
Um,
means so much.
so yeah, thank you so much, Christian, for your time. Oh, one more thing. Where can people find you in social media? Where can people check you out?
Yeah, I'm literally on all the platforms like TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, X, here on YouTube, all the things. So if you go to KirstieKraus.com, then you can find all the links there. If you go to my Instagram page, then there's a link to everything there.
Awesome. Thank you so much for your time. It's nice to chat with you. You are
Yes.
such an awesome person. And it's so good to chat with you. Very happy for what you've been able to do. 8.5 years
Yes.
as an independent
Hell yeah.
musician, still going. And she's got more music on the way. Check her out on all the shows and festivals in the late summer into the fall. Kentucky, show the girl some love. She's gonna be there September the 1st, Labor Day weekend,
Mm.
literally a month away of sorts. Uh, Thank you again, Chrissy. Continued success, and you just might see me on September 1st.
That'd be awesome to meet you in person. Kenny, you have been wonderful. You're like the best hype man ever. So thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, I'm glad I can. I tried to be the hype man. Like I take
Same.
pride of being the hype man for independent music. What it boils down to is that mainstream ain't the only thing that's out there. That
Amen.
some of the most talented musicians could be in your own neighborhood and you don't even know it until you go out and see what's out there.
Yeah.
Supporting independent music brings me the most joy that I could ever express in my life. My show is celebrating its 17th year. 17 years of supporting
That
independent
is
music.
amazing. That's
So,
awesome.
so, and I play music. I just don't talk to musicians. I play their music too. So I do more than just say, "Hey, I support." I actually go out and do it.
Yeah.
So that's support independent music, y'all. Your favorite musicians now, they started as independent artists.
Yes, they did.
They just so happen to be in the right place in the right time, and a lot of hard work went with that.
Yes.
So that's my soliloquy to
I love it.
conclude. That's my soliloquy to conclude this interview. So Dabba Dolly, go check it out on the platforms right now, and new music is on the way. You have a wonderful week, Miss Kraus, and
Thank you.
see you in September. It appears.
That sounds awesome.
I'm on
Thank
way.
you.
You have a good night.
Awesome. Thank you.
Good.
Bye.
Bye bye.